Ladies and gentlemen, I'm making this video for the 18-year-old version of myself. In the words of Stephen Bartlett, I hope no one else is listening, but if you are, please keep this to yourself. Where do we start? Where do we actually start? So last week I celebrated my birthday, and something that I did this year was just ask everyone that I looked up to what some advice that they would give to the youngest version of themselves. The reason why I did this was because this is like a general learning curve in life. The more we age, the more we learn. Obviously, it kind of goes that way over time because you can't learn forever. You die at some point. But then you can learn from other people. You can cut down that learning curve like that by simply asking others the mistakes that they've made in their life. And so I was asking a few mentors, a few elders in the church, a few like brothers and sisters that I know, what advice would you actually give to someone that is younger than you? And, you know, I got some advice here and there, but it was not enough. I felt like I wanted to hear more than what I was receiving. So I scheduled a catch up with, someone that I really respect to catch up with them. And then I was hanging out with them and just asking them questions like, what advice, if you were in my shoes right now, I believe they're in their 30s. And so I was asking them, if you're in my shoes right now, what would you say to the youngest version of yourself? And I heard everything, but I was still there. Like I was kind of interacting with them. And they said something very profound to me. They said, Nez, it's not that you don't know any of these things. It's that you haven't acted on the information that you know. And that had me reflecting and thinking. And I was mostly reflecting on the idea of knowledge and wisdom, which is really interesting because oftentimes people, kind of give you advice or point out something or do this, do that, or go to the gym, work on yourself. But what does that actually mean? Even just asking people that are older than me for some advice with life, people always say stuff like, go after your dreams, just do it, work on yourself. It's the same cycle all the time. Now, I have listened to more than 8,000 hours of self-help, personal development content out there. I've read more than 100 books, and the same thing keeps coming up and over and over and over and over. I have also listened to a lot of sermons. I'm Christian, by the way, and I've listened to a lot of sermons, and the same messages keep coming up over and over and over again. And one thing that I realized was there's a difference between the knowledge and wisdom. So I'm going to share something today that I wish I knew when I was 18. This is the lesson right here. The pyramid of wisdom, it's called. So on the bottom of this, we've got data, information, knowledge, and then we have wisdom. This is going to change how you think. Now, data is just numbers. It's just statistics, information that we receive. So this could be, say, 2, 4, 6, 8. There's nothing important or significant about this. It's just numbers, right? Numbers which could be either in descending order or ascending order. Doesn't have any sense. The information, however, is the context. So in this case, we could say the context of these numbers is I'm measuring how many times I do sit-ups every single day. Now we've got the context. The context with the data gives us the knowledge. And knowledge is simply information, all right? Now, a step above of that is when we apply this knowledge that we have, which is the information and data, into real life application, that then becomes wisdom. So in this example, we've got the data, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, which I don't know how many push-ups we're doing every single day, which is the context. The knowledge is we're doing this many sit-ups every single day. The wisdom would be, what impact is that having on our health? Are we getting bigger? Are we getting smaller? Can we couple that up with a goal? So the reason why, in my case, for example, I was listening to so much stuff, listening to so many videos, watching so much help stuff, yet I'm still in the same position because I have so much knowledge, yet I lack wisdom. My question for you today is, what are you going to do with all the knowledge that you have today? Make that first step into wisdom.